Computer. Okay, everyone. Happy Monday. I am Vanessa Joy, and we are going to do some amazing things with our Facebook and Instagram. These tools, there's a method to the madness. There's a method to the order, actually. And if there's anything that what we do today, like it will, I'm telling you, it will change the connections and the conversations that you're having in your social. I'm sorry, I have Pomeranians. Guys, please. Okay. So, I always say this because there are times when I'm not doing this, but actually, me and another brand partner who's a sideline sister have a very small group that we've picked to do a 90-day challenge. And the one thing that they've said just after 1 week of doing this checklist every single day, like Sunday to Saturday, is that they cannot believe the engagement increase that they're having by doing these things. So there is a method to it. It is, yes. So if you apply it, it will work. It'll work for your business. So we started with the first thing, right? Which is gratitude. I mean, just start your everyday with gratitude. Like, what are you grateful for? Like maybe even journaling. I'll show you, hold on. Um, I started a little sheet for this 90-day challenge, and it's just giant, and it's up on my wall across from my bed. So I see it. And I am starting my day in gratitude and just keeping my heart full of gratitude. Even though, joy is a choice. Sometimes it's a really hard choice to make and choose. So it just helps. So, like, maybe do a little something positive, maybe a positive song that you like just something great to start your day. And then we are going to now go into what we do every week on these calls. There's a pattern, and I'll kind of hint at it. Um, Anything we're doing today, you could do on Facebook or Instagram, but the first thing you cannot do on Instagram. So let's go in for a couple of minutes. I'm going to mute myself through each of these little time sprints. If you have any questions, like literally, even if it's something that you think is silly, just come off mute and ask, because sometimes the silly things are things that maybe someone else was feeling, but they didn't want to say either. So let's go into birthday messages and maybe try, and I think I suggested this last week too, not just posting on their store on their page, but like send them a DM, like a thoughtful connect. And let's just start massaging the algorithm today before we do our posting.
Vanessa, did you say that we're doing birthdays right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Go in and like send a birthday message. Last week I tried just to see. Like, I posted whatever was auto generated on their wall, and then I sent them a private DM message
Okay.
saying happy birthday. What are you up
Thank you.
to? What are your plans? That kind of thing.
Okay.
All right. And if you can't find them, you just go to the search bar and pull up birthdays. Oh, it's Sherry's birthday on Team Joy. I have to call her today. So you will see, so I have mine open. After you write something on your wall, you'll see the little squiggly messenger line next to it. So you can just tap on that and then go right to their DM. And then we're still in Facebook, and Facebook is saying, "Oh, she's really connecting with people." All right.
Is it okay if I ask a question while we're doing this?
Yeah.
So I've been messaging people in a couple different groups, like nurses who are looking for side hustles, things like that.
Mhm.
And I've never had this issue before, but maybe I hadn't really tried to do something like this before. But when people message me back in there and I'm trying to message them, Facebook is just freaking blocking me. I can message like one person and then it says, you've reached your quota for 24-hour like cold mess. They didn't say cold messaging, but it's just
That's
really hard.
interesting. Has anyone else on here had that happen? Tracy, have you had that happen?
No.
You can message as many people as you want that you're not necessarily connected with. Like they're not friends of yours
Okay.
already. That's the
Okay.
thing. These are not friends.
I would add them as friends.
Right. I try, but of course they don't always accept because they're like, who is this
Okay.
person?
Right.
So I message like so I'll mix it in. So I'll message a certain amount of friends and then maybe I'll see like there are 5 followers who are constantly in my stories. What I'll try to do though before I message that follower list, not friend list, is I'll go onto their post and I'll give them some love, I'll give them some hearts or whatever, and then I'll mix in like maybe 5 of those.
Yeah.
So I kind of keep it mixing. I don't do just like followers only because, yeah, you're
Yeah.
not officially connected.
Yeah. So there was this group that's for like nurse side hustles or nurses looking for at-home work. There's all these, I mean, there's like, I don't know how many groups for that. And there are LA partners posting in there saying, hey, if you're interested in something like this, and sometimes the post is very specific and sometimes it's very um, general and not specific. When I try to make a post, I can do commenting on posts in general, but then trying to reach out to them directly, it's blocked. But making an actual post on that site, it blocked me. And other people are doing it, but I cannot get mine to work.
I would send Meta an email, like reach out.
That's a good idea. I am verified, so I
Yeah,
can
you should. If you're
get,
paying for, yeah, then you're like priority too than just the Joe Schmo that's, trying to reach out to them. I would message them and just say, I would like to understand what the rules and guidelines are here. If I'm doing
yeah,
something wrong, I'll adjust accordingly, but I'm quite confused.
yeah. It's like, isn't that what groups are for? For
Yeah,
people
and
to
are they
connect?
private?
So,
It's like constant block.
Go ahead.
so Dawn, is it a public group?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because if it's not a public group, the administrators are going to be the ones to approve it. And even if it is a public group, sometimes there are administrators. So go to the invite, look at the people that are part of that group, and it'll usually
Yeah.
say at the top administrators. It could be that some of the LE ones are getting through because they're part of the administrators of the group.
Oh,
But I would look to see if it's public. I try to only join public groups for the most part.
okay.
Mm.
Because like when I go live, I like to share it into groups, but you can only do that if it's public.
Okay. Public group.
Good.
Good.
Tracy, I'm just curious, how many times a week do you go live? Once?
It depends. I mean, there for a while, I was going live every day.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes I'll do a recorded live, so I won't actually do the comments, but I'll do a recorded live, or I'll go live on TikTok and then switch it a little bit and give Facebook a message. But I try to at least 3 times a week.
Okay. And then what is your what is your pattern? Are you just talking about peptides or are you just talking about lifestyle, midlife?
So usually on Mondays, I really like to talk about kind of mindset and motivation for the week.
Okay.
Fridays, I like to talk about finishing the week strong and picking 1 or 2 things. So I kind of focus in on that. On Tuesdays or Wednesdays, I like to talk about peptides and kind of my journey and transformation and weight loss. So kind of Wednesday weight loss. And then if I do Sundays, I like to do planning for the upcoming week.
Amazing. Did you guys take
That's
notes
kind of
on that?
And how long do you go?
Not long, maybe 20. I mean, sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if it's over 20 minutes, like
Yeah.
I mean, because I've done a couple of live conversational interviews, and
Mhm.
I mean, you can read the insights. I mean, they need to be like short little.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the biggest thing that was stopping me, Vanessa, was a lot of times I was overthinking what to go live on. So I get a lot of motivation after I go for my walk or when I'm on my walk. And so I do is I come back immediately and start jotting all the things I thought of that I could go live on. And I have it right in a notebook. So then whenever I'm stuck, I just pull out my notebook and I say, what would make sense for today? Because I want to make sure and add value. Not just go live for the sake of going live. So that helps me not get stuck.
Those are great tips. I love it. Dawn, thank you for unmuting and asking that. See what just happened? That's why I love it. That's why I want
Yeah.
you guys to just come and ask the questions. Because then all this other amazing stuff that even I'm learning and growing from. Amazing. Okay. So did we finish our birthday messages or do you guys need another minute? Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to do 15 minutes of interactions. So go on Facebook and Instagram. Um, we're going to do this before we post. And so, like just this can be random. So see, I'm mixing it up a little bit today. We're not just going to go right into 3, 2, 1s. Okay. We're going to save that for after we do our posts and our reel. So just go and interact. Doesn't have to be your top prospects. Just go and interact in stories and on posts on your feed. But what I want you to do, so hold on to finish that birthday message. So you guys know how to go to your feed where it's not just the feed that opens up when you first pop open. You go up to the hamburger on the top right
Mhm.
and click on feeds. See feeds on the right here.
Oh, we're in Instagram?
No, this is on Facebook.
Oh,
So if
I
you
don't,
go to so I'll go back one more time.
I don't know.
Yep.
Why am
So
I not
see
seeing my
here.
hamburger?
So this is like,
Oh. Mm.
sorry, we call it a hamburger. So this is like your normal feed stuff that like you're most connected with people. But if you go to the top right corner where next to Facebook, the 3 lines, tap on that. And then this is
You know what's weird? I don't have the 3 lines.
let me see.
Neither do I. I don't either. I don't have those 3 lines.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay.
That's so
Oh,
bizarre.
Weird. Okay, so just go to the search bar then. Let's try it this
Okay.
way. Go to the search bar and type in feeds.
Okay.
Feeds tab.
Feeds on
Feeds.
Facebook.
Yeah, feeds tab.
Oh,
Okay,
feed tab.
yeah, these are like they're suggested outside of your friends, outside of the amazing Team Joy community people that are always in our main feed. So, and
Oh.
yeah, I know. So interact here. If it's something that you're not interested in, you tap on it and do what you do on Instagram where it says you're interested or not interested.
so wait. So I got to the feeds tab on Facebook
Yep.
like that. Now am I going to people, reels, groups,
Yeah.
or
Now you're just
People.
engaging with
people?
random people.
Because the stuff that's here right now is talking about Facebook or feeds, people. Let's see what it
Oh,
says.
interesting. Yeah, mine is too. I bet you they heard us talking.
Yeah. So these are just,
Yeah. Yeah. So if it's someone that you're not really interest oh, this is interesting.
these are
Weird.
just random.
My gosh, this is
Yeah.
so crazy. Listen, I realized that my Facebook is no longer posts from my friends. It's constant clickbait or negative stuff I really don't want to be seeing. So tonight I asked ChatGPT to help me refresh my Facebook feed and get rid of all of the crap. And so far I've gone from a 6-to-1 ratio of suggested crap to a friend opposed to it being the other way around. So, if you want to see more of your friends' stuff and less agenda or negative algorithm stuff, then give this a go.
Well, have you guys seen this? Someone just told me this. This little friends thing here.
Yeah.
If you click there, all of your friends start, all of it is friends.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
isn't that crazy?
Oh,
That
yeah.
because
tab
I
has been
haven't
there
seen,
forever, and I
yeah,
never,
I
Yeah.
never see anybody. I see the same people over and over every day.
yeah.
Right. So that's where you go into this feeds. And so I'm going to screenshot this and if you guys want to see what this guy said about how to adjust your favorites, how to change what's popping up on your feed, DM me and I'll text it to you. But I'm going to show you. This is the same thing I think I showed last week. So this is that post. I'm going to tap at the top and it pops up interested or not interested.
Ah,
So that's how you fix the algorithm to what you want to see. And then what you're requesting to see more of is what they're going to suggest to other people of your stuff. You understand that? So
mhm.
this is probably something think I said last week. I mean, at least minimum once a month, once a week, go in and do interested, not interested. Because sometimes when you get off on your little rabbit trails of scrolling, you end up on something and like all they're suggesting is sneakers right now, because you just looked at one pair. So then go back and you tap that top right button and do not interested. So let's just take a minute to like look through that feeds tab and engage with some of the posts that you do like. If it's something you're really not interested in, we're going to do this for 5 minutes.
Okay, so what I'm looking at in
Yeah.
mine is when I put feeds on Facebook or feeds tab on Facebook. I don't know if it's the same. And
Mm-hmm.
I get the first guy is Scott Shanks. Oh, is that who you maybe to view
No.
your Facebook posts on chronological order on mobile? It's all about Facebook feeds.
Okay.
And I
So
don't really feel like I'm in
I
the right
clicked
spot.
on I clicked on feeds tab.
I don't have that.
So,
So
yeah. So,
type in
it's,
feeds tab. Go ahead, Tracy, if you can. Go ahead.
well, no. So I did the feeds tab in the
Okay.
search bar.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Okay.
And then if you want to look at reels, tap reels or people and sort it
Okay.
or pages. So for you, if you want to look at maybe some new groups
Yeah.
for nursing, you know, tap
Got
on
it.
the groups and then, you know,
Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry to keep interrupting.
no, that's what we're here for. So let's do this for like I know I said 15, but I feel like let's do it for 5 minutes. Five more, what time are we at? Yeah. So we get to the rest of the stuff. Let's do 5 more minutes of this.
Is your
I'm
goal?
now in a whole group of things about talking about feed, like animal feed.
So tap on it
This
and
is
it's listening to everything. Okay. So go tap on it and then put not interested. Not interested. Like don't suggest this for me.
yeah.
Okay. We're just
Okay.
looking for the
That was
feed.
a these are groups actually.
Have you updated your app? Maybe that's why
Hmm.
you
Let me
updated
check.
your app recently, because that could be a reason why maybe you're not seeing it in the same
That was so
way
funny.
I am. All right, I'm going on mute. Okay. Now, now we're going to post one post on Instagram and one post on Facebook. If you've already posted today, then go and engage with every person who liked it, every person who commented. If you have not, Monday's a great day to restart. What product are you talking about this week? Are you going to talk about, I would encourage you guys to pick one product a week and not like blast people and confuse them, because for a lot of people, they're just hearing about peptides for the first time. So today we're going to talk about like one peptide, how it's affected you or someone that you know. So if you haven't been able to, I know that we have so many peptides. So maybe share a story. If you want to go into the boards app, all the testimonials are on the not Team Joy, but on LEMD official boards. They have all the pictures and all the stories, and you can just talk about, maybe post someone's story, maybe post 5 stories and say, hey, this peptide is amazing. Here's some amazing stories. And then follow up. There's a pattern to this in your stories, and there's a pattern to this in your post. So we're talking about a post. So make a post. Like, here is this peptide. And then you use that same format and the structure of your post. Like, look at this transformation. It's so powerful. Have you ever heard of this peptide yet? And then educate a little bit more about it. And then you say, here's how I can help you. I want to make sure that you guys are thinking about that every single time you're posting on these products. How can it help them? Okay, great. Yeah, great story. But how can it help that other person who's watching to draw them in? And then you follow up at the bottom of your post with LEMD. Here's how you can order. Here's my link. This is just an idea. This is just, do it however you want. But here's just a little bit of structure on how the story should unfold for people's minds so that they will make the purchase. So you're not just throwing up a testimony and saying, okay, great, look at this. This is what happened for this person. Well, they need to, okay, great, good for them, So we need to educate them and then tell them how they can get it and how it can affect them. So let's take, let's see how many more things we have left to do. So let's go make a post on Instagram and Facebook. And or a reel, if you want to do a reel, depending on your pattern of what what you're feeling like. So pick those. And we're going to take 10 minutes. I'm going to give 10 full minutes. So like, it's a good thought out. Come unmute if you have a question or want an opinion. And then if you're done early, interact on stories, interact on other people's, go back to like some of the other things. So we're massaging, see what we've done now. We've spent 30 minutes massaging the algorithm and engaging with people. And now it's our turn to put our content out there. And then we're going to follow it up with massaging the algorithm again and participating in not just your own post. I'm so guilty of that sometimes. I just will pop back open and like go on my page, like, okay, what, how many people are engaging? Are like, how many likes do I have? But I'm telling you, you want to do a little bit before and a little bit after. In between that, you like sandwiching your content that you're putting out so that the algorithm knows she's not just a taker. She's not just here for herself, for her own, and like she's actually engaging, because they want people engaging. So I really do. If there's anything that you could take away from today, because of what I've seen in our little small group and how it's applying this on a daily basis, is affecting every person that is in our small little group, the 90-day challenge that we did. It is more apparent to me. I'm like, wow, this is really actually how this algorithm works if you're in network marketing. Okay. So 10 minutes. I'm going to start the timer now. All right, how are you guys doing on your posts? You guys ready? So now let's go back to 3-2-1 prospecting. So now we're going to go engage with prospect clients doing the 3-2-1, which we've done in the past. So if you haven't done it before, I'll pop it in the notes in case you forget. You go on to 10 potential clients. You're going to have to finish it when we get off the call because we've only got about 15 minutes left here. And I also want to share the power of peptides. So 3 on 10 potential clients, 3 emojis on, post on 3 separate posts of that one account in emoji. Then on 2 separate posts, say something engaging, like leave a comment, an open-ended question, and then the one is send a message and connect with them or say something in their stories. Okay, so 3-2-1 prospecting. We're going to do that for 10 minutes. I'm going to pop it in the chat. All right. So let's just take the last few minutes here. Do you guys all know where the Power Peptides is in your team chats? Have you guys gotten the invitation and started inviting? So if you haven't done that, I would do that. And then I would also, we're about, God, I can't believe it. It's October 20th already. Can you believe it? So I would check your numbers. Also, if you guys have teams underneath of you, go in the back office and check your numbers and check your team's numbers and start reaching out so that we don't have madness at Halloween and everyone's just kind of like backing out because we have to do all of the kids and family things. So just check your team's numbers, see where they're at. Are they close to hitting a goal? How much more PV do they need before they hit? Sometimes they need a reminder. Like, hey, do you know like you just need one more sale? Of tirzepatide, like encourage them because, a lot of people coming to this business have never done network marketing, yours truly included. And so, they need a little reminder to understand. They look at this. I have the comp plan up behind my computer and they look at it and it's so overwhelming. They've never done anything like this. They're in Facebook groups, they're on Power Peptides, they're trying to post, they've never done social media. They're not going in the back office because they're like, oh my God. So as leaders, we need to look at their numbers for them. And this is a great time of the month to do that and just remind them and just send a private message to them like, hey, is there anyone I could hop on a three-way with for you? Is there anyone? Start encouraging your team. Check out your numbers and see where you're at. Do the math. I think there's some things, a couple of teachings in boards from Kelly showing you how to figure out how many sales you need of what. You get by throwing it into Chat GPT and doing a whole math formulation like to hit the next rank. So just take a little bit of time doing that now and then still engage if you haven't finished your engagement for the 3-2-1s. I would do that also. There are a few more steps that could complete this where now after you do the prospecting, now you go to like big influencers who have your target audience and you go engage on their accounts for about 15 minutes. And here's a challenge. 20 new Facebook friends daily. Okay? I want you guys I'm telling you, I started doing this because of what's her name? She's not on here today. She's like, Vanessa, you really need to connect with 20 people. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I'll do like 5. And then I started doing more. And then I just have people like draw like Facebook's like putting my stuff out because they're seeing I'm trying to reach in and draw new people also. So that's a challenge to you this week. When I see you next week, you guys are going to see the difference in doing these things. Do it every day. If you want this list, I know you do, Tracy. I saw it. I'm going to text you a picture of it. DM me. Are we all connected on Facebook? Find each other. DM me, connect with me, Vanessa Joy. Yeah, take a minute. And you guys DM me and I will text you this little challenge. We have 90 days, maybe a little less until the new year. If you can do this every day, I'm telling you, when the new year hits after the holidays, and let's just pick a name, Tatiana's family didn't get her what she wanted for Christmas, and she just spent the whole month, and now she's like, forget it. I'm doing January's about me. You're going to be the first one that she reaches out to because you've been engaging and posting and the know, like, and trust. Okay. Well, happy Monday. I love you all. Message me. I'll send this to you. Come off mute. I can't.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ask me, Dawn.
One thing I needed to say that I'm going to make 5,000 PV this month. Finally.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's what I'm talking about. Good.
Yeah, I just did the numbers before we got on, and I think I've been doing
Amazing.
this since July. I really didn't get paid until September, but
Yeah.
I'm I think I'm 20 over
Congratulations.
5,000.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
really inspiring. Good job. Keep going. You can double that. Do this stuff.
Okay.
Commit,
Thank you.
commit, but start with gratitude and end the day with gratitude.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I came in a little bit late. So
That's
this is
okay.
my dilemma, and
Okay.
maybe you never know, somebody else has the same one, right?
Exactly. Totally. That's what we're here for.
So I'm a real estate agent first, right? My husband and I have been in the business. I've been doing it for over 22 years, really long time. So that's kind of like what my thing is on social.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to break into this, right? And I'm kind of only in, okay, I joined just like what, about 10 days ago.
Mhm.
I've been doing, I started peptides like GLP-1 and GIP. I just started in August, down 10 pounds, so I'm happy. Um,
Amazing.
because and so anyway, I guess I'm trying to figure out how to transition without coming across as like, wait a minute, is she a real estate agent? Is she a pep? What is she trying to? So that's where I'm
Okay.
struggling.
I'm going to give my answer and then I'm going to let a couple of the ladies. I would say, hey, make sure when you're posting now, start to subtly do the shift where you're not just talking about real estate, where you're showing in your stories you're taking a walk.
I
You,
do that.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Mhm.
start subtly, posting a couple of other different things on health, longevity, and then I would come up and craft, maybe work with your upline chat GPT and craft a post of like what your journey has been. And I would say, exactly what you said, be transparent. I have been in real estate. I have worked so hard all of these years and my body, has been like midlife has hit me hard. And so I decided to take it into my own hands. So see, you're tying in your real estate and I want to invite you on this journey with me. And then you pin it and just start slowly integrating it in. That's my opinion. Tracy is amazing with social also. What do you think of what I said? Do you guys have, and anyone else come in and pop in with an opinion?
I think it's great. The other thing you might want to do is, I don't know if you have some people that are real estate agents in your feed that have done a really good job of growing their social media and diversify, because that might be neat to kind of follow. But what I've seen, I've got a real estate friend. She talks a lot about the fact that, we can have a lot out of life. It doesn't have to just be one singular focus. So she's in a different wellness space, but she's trying to present when people are buying a house, a lot of times they think, I can only focus on this right now, but you need your health in order to be able to have
Oh, absolutely.
everything.
Hmm.
And so she's really positioned it from that angle. But maybe just searching for a couple that are killing it on social media and have those different brand pillars could also give you some ideas of how they're doing it, mixing it in. But I think, Vanessa, you're spot on.
Well, it's funny that Vanessa said that because like a while ago I started like because I've been on a health journey since February of 2024 and tried to do all of this myself and I had an endocrinologist who kept saying you really should do GLP-1 but because of all of the negativity out there that they were saying how bad they are for you, I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'll do it all on my own. I'll do it all on my. And I literally came to a standstill after losing like 26 pounds and couldn't get any more weight off. And I still have a significant amount to lose. And I'm insulin resistant. That's why. So just like stop. But I've been exercising. So I've been walking, I've been lifting weights and doing all that stuff. And I've posted a lot of stuff and I've had a lot of people like, good for you, cheer me on, and all that kind of stuff. So it wouldn't be shocking, I guess. But the big thing is how do you overcome? I'm being perfectly, just
Oh,
very
no,
honest. It's
I
like,
love it.
how do you overcome this stigma attached to people thinking you're cheating because you're using peptides, or what are you doing? Oh, she's taking the shot. I mean, the haters. How do you overcome that? You
Well,
see, you're both all nodding to that because you agree, right?
me personally, when I first joined, um, I re-educated, like I focused on re-educating, and I did a lot of PubMed studies in my stories to re-educate a lot of Dr. Tina, a lot of reposting of the doctors that are coming out, new studies, did you know? But you've joined at a time where actually more people are there. We've come so far this past year.
Mhm.
Ellie's made a real mark with, bringing microdosing. Dr. Tina, finally everyone's listening to her. She's gone a little bit sideways. I'm not like in full
Yeah.
with some of the things with her, but I think that people are really starting to wake up to what peptides are, and you don't just have to talk about the GLP-1. I think
No,
people
I don't
know
want
what
to.
it is. You
Yeah,
know what I
no,
mean?
it's the
So
only one that I did. The other thing is I had a friend that I got into, and I'm a rep for them as well as Make Wellness. But my big thing with that stuff is it's all drinks pretty much, and I don't really I tried it for like 90 days. I didn't see anything other than their electrolyte drink. I think's great.
there you go.
I
Oh
didn't
my God, Claire, you're my soul sister. I did the same and it doesn't work. The bioavailability is 2%. Okay. So your
Yes.
body's not getting it. It's
Oh,
2% versus 100% of an injectable.
and
Yeah.
And what I would say, so I feel you. I spent 30 years in executive leadership and da da da. But then I realized when I was doing strategic plans, when I was in executive leadership, I used the best tools and resources available to me.
Yeah.
And yet, this disease, this thing that I've been fighting for my entire life, I wasn't willing to use the resources that would get me there more efficiently, more effectively, and enjoy the journey. And so you're a real estate agent. You probably pull out the best tools for your people, right? The best resources. You don't think twice about it.
No. No, I'm
This
in a
is a
broker. I own
resource
my
to
own
help.
brokerage and stuff. Like, yeah, I get it. I'm like been in a
Yeah.
leadership role, right?
I would do it as the resources needed to accomplish your big goals, right? And this is one of the best resources we have ever had available to us.
ever.
Oh no, I think it's a I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
no,
fabulous.
I know you know. I'm just thinking of a way to kind of put it,
Yeah.
but
I'm just trying to get it out there. I've been like just thinking about it for like, 10 over the last 10 days, and like who is it? Rich Feld is my sponsor because I know Rich forever. I don't know if anybody knows him, but he's under Gary, and Gary's approach and me don't it doesn't
He has a different vibe. He has a different approach.
it
So
doesn't
here's what
work.
I want you to do. I
It's
want you to go in. Are you using Chat GPT yet?
Yeah, I do use it a bit for real estate and stuff, but I can
Okay.
dive deeper. Yeah.
Shift the gear with it. Tell
Yeah.
her. So mine's name is Cece. Tell her I partnered with LEMD.
Uh-huh.
One, talk to her about, or him. I do know someone his name is Hank, sexy Hank, but pop it in and say, hey, I've done this. I tell ChatGPT everything that you've shared,
Uh-huh.
and I need some help. Give me a
Funny.
30-day social media plan of what I can post, how I can post. You're not trying to go viral. You're not trying to be an
No.
influencer, right? Let's focus in our wheelhouse. Like you just want to use network marketing to your community and how to bring this to, I know I see it too.
Yeah.
How to bring
Yeah.
this to your community and get ideas from chat of how you can start sharing and re-educating the misinformation that's out there, and people need to hear it like 10, 15 times. Keep posting and don't underestimate. If you spend a lot of time on a post, save it, have a thing in your phone, store it, if you make a Canva image and save it and reuse it. People need to see things over and over and over again. Sometimes I spend a lot of time on my reels. I had a rough week last week. So I just like reposted and threw stuff. I couldn't show up on social last week. So I was putting like other stuff in in my stories. I just repurpose stuff that I've already used, maybe change a little bit of it around, but come up, work with Chat GPT, and start coming up with a plan and just keep sharing the same stuff.
Well, I appreciate this. I'm glad I just popped on here because I
Me
saw all the
too.
stuff and I was like,
Yeah.
I had my launch with Gary and I was like, and my husband was in the car the night that that first call was, and he goes, "What is this?" And he was so turned off. And he was like, "I don't know what you
Okay.
signed up for." And it reminds me of a thing that I signed up for many
Yeah.
years ago. I don't know if you all ever heard of it. ACN.
Okay.
It's a network marketing thing. And it is like, it reminded me of the same thing. And I was like, I
Yeah.
that I